Hello, welcome to SimplyScuba.com. In this session we're going to look at the Apeks XTX 100 regulators, so let's take a closer look. If we start with the first stage, it's finished off in a nice satin finish, so to help protect the brasswork underneath. Very tough material on top, which obviously helps prevent it chipping. Available in the DIN 300 bar, as you can see here, but also the 232 bar A-clamp as well. It's a fully balanced diaphragm system, environmentally sealed as well, so it makes it great for cold water use, sort of below 10 degrees C. We've got two low pressure and one high pressure on both sides. Obviously, so great for a variety of uses, particularly cold water where we're going to fill all these ports. Obviously, you've got a spare high pressure as well, should you have a wireless transmitter for a dive computer. Hose protector on the top of the primary hose obviously helps prevent any significant angles on that hose, obviously preventing it from damaging there and giving it extra longevity. Having a look at the second stage. Second stage itself is reversible, so you can have the hose coming out this side. Just needs to be changed over by a qualified technician. Designed for cold water use, got a lot of metal parts in here to help control the actual temperatures between the regulator and the ambient sea. Point where we've got the hose joined in the second stage, got a thin section on there. Again, it's a heat sink. It's trying to equalise the temperature differences to prevent any ice forming actually inside the second stage. Looking at the second stage itself, front cover is obviously a black design with chrome finishes inside, obviously get a bit of styling. Perch button in the centre, it is raised so it is easy to push. On the side, got a couple of adjusters. The outer one in the satin finish controls the inhalation required to actually open the valve. If you do need to make it a little bit harder to actually open the valve for whatever reason, say if you had a slight free flow, you can wind it in, increasing the tension on the mechanism inside, just increasing that effort required to open it. Obviously, in most situations, you're going to have that wound all the way out to give best flow and best performance. And then the other adjuster on here controls the venturi inside the regulator. Now in its minus position, it's forcing air back towards the diaphragm, helping to keep that valve shut. So if you do have a situation where it free flows, the air is diverted to the diaphragm, pushing it out, and then the valve is allowed to spring back. Obviously in its positive mode, is forcing air towards the mouthpiece, giving you best flow and best performance. Another nice feature of these second stages is that this exhaust is actually interchangeable. In the box it's supplied, you get a much more compact exhaust cover. So you need to push the button in the centre and these slide off a rail, and you just fit the lower, more compact design onto the rails and they just clip into place. Also, these ones are fitted as standard to help spread the bubbles away from the mask, obviously bring it around the sides of the face, giving you a better dive, particularly if you're a photographer, you don't want that bubbles interfering with the camera or disturbing the marine life that you're actually looking at. The mouthpiece itself, again, is very nicely made, soft silicone, and it's got a bridge across the top of the pallet. This is obviously designed to help prevent the mouth from drying out. Rather than the air being drawn across the top of the pallet, it's actually passed underneath this bridge. Obviously the bridge helps protect, as I said, the mouth from drying out, keeps it nice and moist, so it gives you better comfort. And inside the grips, got raised edges there, raised knobs to give better grip. It also helps to prevent fatigue. If you're obviously biting down there, your jaw tends to ache, especially afterwards. So that actually helps keep it in place without having to use too much effort. And the second stage itself is pretty light, so it's not going to cause too much jaw fatigue. So overall, a fantastic cold water rated regulator set with some very nice new features.